Miss Ford was an interesting woman. When I met her, she was in her 70s. Her husband had died, and she lived alone in Jackson. And I went to her house, and she lived in this little buff brick house with a flat roof, and it was in Eastover. And if you know anything about Jackson, you know that Eastover is the sort of premier section with regard to wealth to live. Her house didn't seem to fit there. It was down in the bottom of a low piece of property. And I went to her house at noon on a June day, or 1 o'clock on a June day, and it was really hot. I had on a blue suit, red tie, blue shirt, and my collar was soaking wet because it was really hot and humid. And when I got to the front door and I knocked, there was a dog track on the left side of her house, a little fenced-in area, and she had 8 very small, very noisy, very yappy Chihuahua dogs, white, and they looked like little white rats, and they just would not stop barking at me. And I was glad they were in that dog run and not out, because I think they'd have torn my pants off of me, but they weren't. And she came to the door, and she said something like, "Stop it." And before they stopped it, they went and sat down. She said, "You must be Mr. Canoe." And I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm Robert Canoe." "Well, your name sounds like Canoe." I said, "Well, Canoe is fine." And she said, "I'm not giving a damn dime to Ole Miss." I said, "Well, that's okay. I'm not here to get you to give us a dime. I'm here to talk to you about what you're interested in and what Ole Miss is interested in and what we're doing." "Well, come on in, Canoe. Come on in and sit down. I'm going to teach you something." So she takes me back to her sunroom. We had a great conversation. It lasted for 4 hours. I was burning up out there in that sun porch in that blue suit, and she never stopped talking for 4 hours. And so we kind of established a friendship. She didn't like Ole Miss, and she didn't like Mississippi State, and she didn't like anything about anything. And she was really unhappy. And so I just decided I was going to be her friend. And I made other appointments with her. And I went back, and I went back, and I went back. We actually had an event for her at Ole Miss, and I invited her to come to our house. And she walked out the door saying, "I'm not giving a dime to Ole Miss." So I said, "Miss Ford, that's not what this is about. We want you to see our school and see our people and know that there's something really good going on in the state of Mississippi. It's going on right here at Oxford."